Coming up on Mountain News this morning, lawmakers in Frankfort discuss the ongoing teacher shortage the Commonwealth continues to face, and the Housing Development Alliance asks lawmakers to act quickly to help Eastern Kentuckians impacted by the flood get back to normal.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News this morning.
Good morning to you. It's Wednesday. It's almost 5 o'clock. I'm Dakota Makris, the middle of the work week. We're almost to the weekend. Let's head over to Brandon for a look at our forecast this morning. And Brandon, it kind of feels nice-ish outside.
Yeah, it's warmer
cold.
this morning. It is warmer this morning. So again, we're going to see that trend continue to increase. Now tomorrow morning, it'll probably be close to 60. So there you go. It's going to be a very mild day today, tomorrow as well. And then tomorrow evening, if everything works out the way it's supposed to, we might even get close to 70 tomorrow. So there you go. Let's take a look at this morning. Clouds and some showers in our northern counties this morning. Nothing too major going on. A lot of that green may not even be reaching the ground this morning. We're going to continue to watch that as we head deeper into the forecast. There's live pinpoint Doppler radar. You see the green there. Just south of the I-64 corridor, parts of the Mountain Parkway from, let's see, you got Powell and Wolfe counties back over into parts of Floyd and Johnson counties, maybe into Martin County, scooting over into West Virginia just a little bit, and then over into Lee and Owsley counties as well. But again, I don't know if a lot of that's reaching the ground. Now up just to the south of Charleston there, just outside of, I'd say that's probably southern Kanawha County up there. They might be seeing some rain actually hitting the ground because it's a little bit darker, okay? Temperatures 40s and 50s this morning. One exception, Grundy over in southwest Virginia at 38 right now. So we'll continue to see if they can make their way up a little bit here in the next few minutes. But again, 40s and 50s out there for the most part this morning. So a normal day to a little extra on the coffee meter. Sometimes when you get a little rain, it's a little harder to get going out there this morning. Spotty chances for rain off and on throughout the day. I think it'll come in pockets. You'll get breaks. Do you see some sunshine? Can't rule it out, but I think we see mainly cloudy skies and temperatures topping out in the low to mid 60s this afternoon. Dakota?
All right, Brendan, thank you. Lawmakers returned to Frankfort yesterday to resume the 2023 legislative session. Among the major issues on the agenda, an ongoing teacher shortage here in Kentucky. Well, that was the topic of discussion during a meeting by the House Education Committee Tuesday morning. Kentucky's Education Commissioner was joined by teachers and other groups who are trying to address why teachers are leaving the profession and others do not want to apply for positions. Education Commissioner Dr. Jason Glass told lawmakers the three main issues are pay, support, and respect. He says while there has been debate over how many vacancies exist at any given time, the state has hundreds, if not several thousand vacancies.
Well, one effect is that districts are having to be less choosy when it comes to selecting teacher candidates. Some superintendents have told me they feel fortunate to get one applicant for some positions. Districts are also increasingly relying on emergency certifications, which allow people to teach in areas outside of their certification to fill open positions.
Another bill to watch in this session, a bill to make all Kentucky elections partisan. Those with the Housing Development Alliance say Frankfort needs to act quickly with housing help for Eastern Kentuckians. Executive Director Scott McReynolds says the alliance is in a housing gap right now, saying it is anticipating a large amount of federal dollars, but it will not get it anytime soon. He says state lawmakers need to fill the gap with more funding to help rebuild.
We know there are tons of people doubled up, staying in bad housing because that's all they have. People who are living off from here, they've moved away hoping to come back, but the longer they have to wait, the less likely they'll come back.
McReynolds says HDA has committed to building 20 homes for flood survivors. He says they hope with more funding that number will increase. After more than 30 years of business, those with graphic impressions of Bullen experienced flooding, but nothing quite like July's flood. The Perry County Printing Company was ravaged by floodwaters, leaving owner Billy Moore to find ways to replace thousands of dollars worth of printing and embroidery equipment. Moore says although the business has received a lot of community support, it is getting harder to make ends meet.
You're used to doing, 30 or 40 orders a week, now you're doing 2 or 3. It's tough. I mean, and almost no money, no income, almost zero. You're talking about we would do more in a day than we've done in a month now.
He says although the business is only doing 20% of what it was doing before the flood, the outpouring of community support has helped to keep him afloat. The Grandview Plaza Save-A-Lot employees in Hazard believe helping neighbors is what it's all about. Taking pride in a food drive to help one organization in Hazard keep food on their patients' tables. Our Olivia Calfee has a story.
It all starts with one simple question.
Did you purchase a food bag for hospice today?
Yeah.
Thank you.
2 times a year, in the spring and in the fall, customers are asked to purchase a $5 food bag that supports families and patients in hospice care at Bluegrass Care Navigators.
In the spring and then the fall, a total for 2022 was over $10,000 our customers in this community was just freely given to us to donate this food bag so we could help.
With the spring Race Against Hunger food drive already underway, Chas Gayhart says this ongoing partnership with Save-A-Lot has been a constant blessing to their patients.
If people could hear the stories, I think they would almost rush down here to help. There have been patients that have said, we are always in the house because my husband's sick, I'm taking care of him, and I don't get a chance to go to the store.
Saying the Save-A-Lot staff goes above and beyond to raise money, fill food bags with specific items the patients need, and deliver it to them at Bluegrass Care Navigators.
Everybody here helps load, unload, pack, but we're glad to do it.
It has gone above and beyond anything we ever thought it would. The stacks of food and cases that they bring over, and it's amazing how quickly it is gone because that many people are in need.
That was Olivia Calfee reporting. The current Race Against Hunger food drive is open now until April 1st in part of the 28th annual Save-A-Lot Race Day, which is in memory of Aaron Crawford and Gabriel Hensley. All food drive donations will go to Bluegrass Care Navigators, and the cookout and benefit auction proceeds will go to support 2 community members in need. Well, thank you so much for getting your Wednesday started with the Sierra Mountain News this morning. When we come back, an increase in migrant crossings causes dangerous situations at sea, causing the Coast Guard to keep a closer eye on the water.
And scattered showers will be floating around for the next couple of days, but the mild temperatures will stay in place for now. I'll have the latest in about 3 minutes.